What is it about a place? The places we know, the places we go, the things we share, the things we see, the people we want to be. What is it about a place?
What is it about a place that's our place, Denver, Colorado? This place, like no other place, our town, our time, our home.
We dug deeper, eyes wide open, ears ready and willing to listen. We made new friends, heard new stories, and this is what we found.
I think every place kind of has a special thing they do at the name.
Here, I love the city. I love I love the feel that you can go from the country to the mountains to the big city down in Denver. It's just a great state, and the music scene out here is amazing.
The vibe in Denver musically was pretty cool. There was a lot of good players and good bands in Denver growing up. That really there was a lot of sort of competition between bands.
I think the Denver scene is more vibrant and alive than it's ever been. I think it's an amazing scene these days on all different levels. Rock and roll scene with younger bands and people, singer-songwriters, all the way up to the classical world, which is also still just as vibrant.
What is it about a place that grows talent, nurtures music, supports artists, and energizes fans? Is it in the air, on the wind, in the places, in the spaces, up in the hills, down the city?
There was a place called the Exodus that was a 3-2 place, but had national folk entertainment, and they were part of actually a circuit of clubs that were from here to Kansas City to Oklahoma City to maybe some places in Texas, and so a national act could do that circuit and do well as a result. The Exodus was here when I came. It was actually the owner of the Exodus that gave me the idea to start the Folklore Center. And it existed from maybe 10 years. He died tragically in a plane crash, and his widow ran it for a while and then sold it, and it slowly changed from folk to rock and roll. There were other places. The Satire Lounge had entertainment. Satire, of course, still exists. I'm not even sure whether they do entertainment anymore. And there was a place on 11th that still exists, I think, as a restaurant. It was across from a supermarket, and between right west of Corona, there was a Lion's Lair on East Colfax. There were country places. The Zanzibar out in Aurora was there for quite a while. Had country acts, although my wife and I saw Fats Domino out there, which was not country. But there was a place called Taylor's Supper Club out on Morrison Road that had sort of Las Vegas kind of oriented acts, and there was a place downtown right across from the Brown Palace that did music with singing waiters and waitresses, and did musical stuff like that. Prior to the DCPA, there was the Denver Auditorium Theater, the Denver Arena, and the Denver Coliseum. The Coliseum would bring in the big acts, held about 11,000. The arena held around 7,000. the Auditorium Theater 2300, and then Red Rocks, of course, which actually held more than now because they've changed it.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks?
Got to be Red Rocks. It's the holy grail. Thing is everybody that's anybody has played there. Going way back before the Beatles, but the Beatles played there.
Love me all the time, girl. We'll go on and on.
Beatles came out in their first tour. They came to 4 different arenas or venues, and Red Rocks was one. At the time, I had been a promoter for a folk singer named Joan Baez.
You, young man, with so many reasons why.
So her manager knew that they would be here, and he had me arrange a concert for Joan Baez 2 days after the Beatles concert so that she could get a chance to meet them, which she did, and I accompanied her with a stand in the back of the dressing room, watch the goings on, and then she and I we walked out virtually on stage because nobody paid any attention to us while the band was playing. So it was pretty exciting time for me.
There's nothing like Red Rocks, the cherry on top of all Colorado venues.
Bring me down. And I will wait for you. I'll take you to your best friend's house. I loved you then, I love you now. Oh, yeah. Rise up and make an impact. Get your bags back. Think how much your life to thrill. Don't you cry. Sing it. A flower for the departed. Oh, sweet.
I always love Red Rocks. That's a special event anytime.
One of the big draws here in Denver on the national scene is for artists to come and play Red Rocks. It's world famous, and it's one of the best amphitheaters in the world to go to.
I had heard about a tunnel that they have from backstage to the soundboard, and so I wanted to see the tunnel. And everybody that plays there signs their name in the tunnel. So my wife and I got a Sharpie, and we both signed the wall. And it's amazing because I mean you got just everybody. And it's just a magical place.
Yeah.
You know.
Green-eyed lady, ocean lady.
Yeah, I actually lived in Boulder for 17 years.
Oh, wow.
And I owned the drum shop in town.
Oh.
So I played a lot of local gigs and a lot of fireball.
especially Boulder and Denver, and Colorado Springs and Aspen, of course, it was crazy. It was people just enjoying themselves a lot, and there was there was like a kind of an awareness kind of a thing out of the 60s into the 70s. Maybe we're ready for some fun. Vietnam kind of just pre-disco, so the disco trauma hadn't hit us yet. It was a little sweet spot right there. So it was a fun time, but wide open, and Boulder was as cool as it is now, but in a totally other different.
If you have a house made of bricks, the house is the community, the bricks are the people, and music is the mortar that binds the people together. And over the years, it has been that way, and it has been more or less noticeable. It's always been true in the churches and synagogues and not so much mosques, I guess, but that music is that binding, that binding force.
Without a doubt, music has shaped and molded me to who I am today. I actually have a shirt that I bought that says "Music is my life," and on my tattoos, I have flames with music notes coming out of it. That's kind of symbolizes the fire that burns inside me from making music. Without music, I don't know where I'd be.
When the community gets upset about stuff enough to come together as a large force, music is usually the thing which builds the spirit, keeps you going when it's sometimes not as easy to do that. And that's happened. Civil rights movement probably was the most noticeable instance of music being a key factor in helping people stay together and get through tough times.
I realized that Denver was super supportive and a great place to grow up and a great place to have done music, because people come to shows and they hang out at shows and they really help the bands thrive, and we really kind of got to prosper because of that. Really thankful I got to grow up in the scene that I did grow up in, because it was a really cool scene, and pretty thankful to have grown up in a place that allowed me to do that.
This is what we did find.
We discovered a combination of factors that make Denver so surreal.
The location, our beautiful Rocky Mountains looking over the city.
The culture, the open-minded people surrounded by our great atmosphere.
The energy, the vibe from Denver is unlike any other.
Music is a portal to another universe.
Music is connections. You can connect to music no matter how you're feeling, and you can connect to other people through music.
Music is a way to express yourself.